It started with a cracked cooler and a spoon. Not the kind of beginning you'd expect from a global food trend or a dish that would change the life of a single mother in Los Angeles. But some revolutions don't start in kitchens or TV shows. Some start in parking lots under the sun with hands that don't give up, even when the world tells them to stop. Her name was Liza, a single mom from Quezon City who came to the US with the kind of dream that fits in carry-on luggage. A few clothes, a Tupperware of dried mangoes, and 2 recipes from her mom. One of those recipes was Halo Halo. She worked 3 jobs in LA, housekeeping at a hotel in the mornings, dishwasher at a diner at night, and on weekends, the one thing she looked forward to, she sold Halo Halo in a grocery parking lot on Sunset Boulevard. No food truck, no sign. Just a folding table, purple ice, and a cooler with a fading manila sticker peeling off the side. Kids would come running first. The colors drew them in. The bright oob, the jelly cubes, the yellow saba, the lech flan on top. Their parents hesitated. They didn't know what it was called. They couldn't pronounce Halo Halo, so they'd just say, the purple one, please? And Liza, with a smile that never seemed to dim, would say, it's called Halo Halo Po. It means mix mix. You just mix everything together. Happiness comes after. But for every customer who smiled, 10 cars drove past without even looking. People lined up at the shiny taco truck just 3 spaces down from her, ignoring the quiet woman with the cooler and the ice shaver she cranked by hand. Some days, she made only $30. Some days, nothing. But every night when she returned home, her children would ask, "How many Halo Halos today, Mama?" And no matter what the answer was, she always said, "Enough, always enough." They didn't know she skipped dinner most nights, so they wouldn't. Then came the day that cracked her. Not the cooler, her heart. It was a Saturday in July. Record heat. People were selling bottled water out of strollers. A group of teenagers walked past her stand, laughing. One of them pointed at the cooler and said, "Looks like someone dumped a melted snow cone in there." The others laughed. Hard. Loud. That sound, it pierced her deeper than any empty day. She pretended not to hear. She stirred the crushed ice, wiped the sweat from her forehead, forced a smile. Then they came closer. One of the boys said, "Hey, how much for the weird Filipino thing?" $5, she answered. He smirked. 5? No wonder you got no customers. And then, the worst part? They walked away without buying anything. Liza packed up that day early, sat in her car, hands shaking on the wheel, tears rolling down her cheeks. "Maybe they're right," she whispered. "Maybe nobody wants this." Then, as if life wanted to test her faith, she received a call from the diner. "We're cutting hours next week. Sorry." 7 words that could crush anyone. But instead, something strange happened. She didn't cry again. She didn't shake. She didn't feel defeated. She felt hungry. Not for food, for justice, for proof, for a chance to show that what she made wasn't just dessert. It was memory. It was culture. It was Manila inside a cup of ice. That night, she stayed up until 3 a.m., reorganizing everything she owned. She cleaned her cooler, scrubbed every spoon, bought stickers of tiny Philippine flags online, and stuck them on the lids. She even made a sign, hand-drawn, with one sentence. "Mamas make this in the summer. Kids eat it with a smile. Try it, Po." She showed up the next day with something different in her eyes, fire. And that was the day the story changed. Around 4 p.m., a car pulled in. A man stepped out, tall, tattooed, late 30s, wearing a chef's coat. He wasn't the kind of customer she usually got, but he stood in front of her stand, studying the cooler with a quiet seriousness. "What's this?" he asked. "Filipino dessert," she said. "Halo Halo. You mix everything. Ice, sweet beans, ube, leche flan, evaporated milk. It's like summer in a cup." He nodded. "1, please." She made it carefully. Crushed ice first. Layer of beans, pinnipig, coconut, purple oob, cream, lech flan crown at the top. She handed it to him, suddenly shy. What if he was like the boys? He took a bite. His face froze. Then he ate again, then again, Then, he didn't speak. He set the spoon down, stared at the cup, then stared at her. "You made this?" he asked. She nodded. "Where'd you learn?" "My mom," she said, "back home." He looked up and smiled. But it wasn't a normal smile. It was the smile of someone who'd tasted something he didn't expect. Something important. "My name's Mateo," he said. "I'm the executive chef at Ray and Ash. We're opening a new dessert bar next month. We need something that stands out. Something no one's had before." Her heart skipped, but she didn't dare assume. Then he said the words that made her lower lip tremble. "I want Halo Halo on the menu." She choked. She didn't mean to. Tears just rose up without permission. "Are you sure? People here, they don't know it. They don't always like it." He shook his head. "People don't know what they like until you show them what they are missing." She whispered. "Salamat." He said, "Don't thank me yet. You're gonna need to make 1,000 of these." He wasn't joking. A week later, Halo Halo was on the printed menu under the name Liza's Halo Halo, a Filipino summer story. The restaurant was packed the night it launched. Food influencers, critics, celebrities. Mateo introduced her to the crowd. "This is Liza. She makes desserts from a cooler in a parking lot. Tonight we put her dessert next to a creme brulee, and I already know which one is gonna win." They laughed, but this time, they laughed with her. The first orders came in like a quiet breeze, then a wave, then a storm. Servers ran back and forth. People didn't just order, they filmed it, posted it, tagged it. "Halo Halo just changed my life." "What is this purple thing and why am I crying?" "Filipino dessert, French dessert, fight me." Someone tell the world. Then, the moment no one saw coming, a Michelin critic walked in, sat down, ordered it. A week later, the review came out, and it said, "Proof that joy can be layered." That same Halo Halo, once laughed at in a parking lot, was now featured in magazines around the world. Within 8 months, Ray and Ash was named one of LA's most influential dessert bars. And in a framed photo by the counter, Liza stood beside her cooler. Not as a vendor, but as the reason people lined up twice around the block. She opened her own place a year later, not a parking lot, a dessert cafe, Filipino colors on the wall, a giant sign outside. "Halo Halo para sa lahat." Halo Halo for everyone. And sometimes, on quiet nights, when she is closing the shop and putting away the spoons, she still remembers those boys who laughed. She smiles, not in anger, but in pride. Because the thing they mocked became the thing the world now calls art.